When it comes to domestic violence, many tend to see it as a small issue until it actually happens to them. I experienced it firsthand when I was 8 years old, and honestly, I would not wish it on my worst enemy. 6th June 2011, I was in my room together with my big brother Tom.
I said, "Be quiet, Miriam. The kids are asleep, for Christ's sake."
Let them wake up and know what a weak man you are, Jabali.
I'm not going to do this with you.
Don't you dare walk away from me.
Then what do you want?
I want you to listen to me. I've had enough of your lies and disrespect.
Disrespect? You come home at 2 a.m., woman, drunk, then talk to me about disrespect. Disrespect? Yet I'm the one who cooks for the kids, washes the dishes, and even puts up with your drunk self in the middle of the night?
Don't you dare point that finger at me.
My goodness.
I never really got to understand the root cause of their quarrel, but one thing for sure is that this wasn't the couple that raised that for the past years. The noise was loud enough to wake the dead. Tom, I'm scared.
Me too, but we'll be fine.
Mom na daddy wako sawa?
Wako sawa. Najua wanaongea tu.
Ni nini imepasua glass?
Wacha niende niangalie. Stay here.
Is this what you wanted?
You've hurt me, you bastard.
Mom, Dad,
Hi baby, ujalala bado?
I heard you crying.
No, your dad and I was just talking something. Rudi ulale baba.
See you in court tomorrow.
My mom was a fighter. She was not always like that though. She used to be the loving African mom, the kind that will be home on time, cook, clean, sing a couple of songs while washing the dishes, and every other aspect a mother would have. Not on this 6th June, not on this particular day. The next day we didn't go to school. We spent the whole day in the magistrate's office, one of the toughest days in my life.
After listening to both sides, I hereby declare you, Mr. Jabali and Miriam, divorced. We shall have the paperwork ready in the next 48 hours to finalize the process.
What about the children?
As things stand, the mother, Miriam, will have full custody of both kids since she appears to be the victim in this case. As for you, Mr. Jabali, you're expected to support the three of them in the following sectors: health, accommodation, school fees, and nutrition.
Well, can I at least see them?
You're allowed to visit them once every week for a maximum of 12 hours only. I rest my case.
You know those things you usually see in movies and suddenly they start appearing in real life. That's the shock I had in me. I tried pinching myself to try and wake up from this bad dream, but where? Nothing. So I had to bear with this new situation of living with my mom.
Come on kids. Tom, Shiko, twende home.
Na Daddy,
Nimesema twende nyumbani.
For today, as you go home, kids, wewe nyamaza, I'm still talking. So as you go home, make sure you tell your parents to sign your diaries and remind them of the PTA meeting. You can go.
Tom,
semaje Shiko?
nikuulize swali.
Uliza.
Daddy anarudi lini?
Tutauliza mama tuambie, lakini najua atarudi.
Naona leo kwa class. Winnie aliniambia mamake aliwaachwa. Akasema daddy wake hajairudi.
Sisi sio kama Winnie. Daddy atarudi.
Lakini unajua vile mama alikuwa ameka siri.
Twende umfanye homework.
There's a way kids know how to speak their truth whenever they feel like it. I was that confident kid who would ask the most uncomfortable questions when you least expect them to do so. All Tom could do as the big bro was give me hope. Hope that Tom himself didn't possess at all. So we went home from school all week. Same old story, wapi daddy. It's on the first weekend that we saw our dad at home. The joy was unmeasurable. Daddy!
Ha, there is my daughter. Umekuwa mkubwa wewe. Umekula nini?
Hi dad.
The man of the house. Mambo?
Poa.
Daddy, ulikuwa umeenda wapi? Mama alisema ulienda tour huko Mombasa.
Na nimerudi.
Kukaa na sisi?
Kidogo tu, nafaa kurudi Mombasa tena.
Ai, but Daddy.
Tom, Shiko, come and eat.
They say a win is a win. The little joy I saw on my brother's face gave me hope for once. We had missed our dad, and at that time, I understood the importance of having both parents. As in, it brought some joy and happiness to our family. But ours was short-lived. My dad spent the afternoon with us. We played games, hide and seek, went shopping, but at the end of the day, he had to go. However, coming back home happy that evening caused more trouble than good. My mom was not the same again. Lakini mimi nimeshinda Daddy hiyo game. Hadi akasema sorry.
Chezi game fair.
Next time I'll be.
Ebu nyamazeni. Shiko, go to your room now. Not you, Tom, idiot. Ebu kuja hapa.
For the first time, I saw my mom insult my brother for a reason I did not understand. She raised us to be polite kids, at least for the 13 years until today. It all changed.
Mara ngapi nimekukataza kuacha nguo chafu kwa floor?
Sorry.
Will sorry help me, eh? You're always disrespecting me, doing things to irritate me. We kichwa yako ni mzuri wewe. Do you use that small brain of yours?
Mam, pole.
Ebu nyamaza nikikuongelesha. You think you've become a man, eh? Umekuwa mkubwa, unaweza nijibu sasa. You want to fight me like your father. Ebu toka hapo uende ufue. Mjinga kama babako.
Those words kept flashing through my mind on repeat. Those were too heavy and too many insults on my 13-year-old brother. The frustration on my mom's face when she spoke to me was wild. This was not her, not the mom I knew. All this harshness just because my brother had left his jacket on the floor. So he sat there crying, because there was no way he could retaliate. This was not her, and she was not done yet. She was just getting started.
Wewe bwana harakisha. Hizo nguo ziko hapo nje, unataka nani azifue?
Sawa.
Mshenzi sana. Na hii TV si ya kesho hadi nirudi. I want all the work to be done. Also, tell Shiko to do her homework. Nikimpata anacheza huko nje, ni wewe nitapiga. Nonsense. Ebu songa.
So she would always go out to drink, come home at midnight, yell at my brother for an hour or two, then beat him up.
Wewe, Tom.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you cooked?
Yes.
Na mbona hujanipea chakula? Are you mad? Harakisha. Wait. Ebu kuja hapa. Hii remote nani amepasua? Yaani mnataka kunimalizia nyumba mzima?
Ilikuwa hivyo kutoka kitambo.
What?
Yes, ilikuwa...
Shame on you. You think I'm a liar?
This was our new life. My brother had taken up my father's spot, the weak man. He was too young to even defend himself. My mom grew into a monster that my brother and I could not bear. At this point, my happy days were on Saturday when my dad used to come over. The rest of the days were hell. I thought of running away, but my brother could not survive this home.
Hi kids. Nini mbaya? Why is my little girl bored?
I've missed you, Daddy.
I've missed you too. Why is Tom?
Anaosha manguo huko nje.
Enda umuite.
Hi, Dad.
What are all those marks on your face? Hebu kuja. Are these?
Ouch. Unaniumiza, Daddy.
What happened? Look at me. Nani alikuumiza hivi?
Ni kijana mwingine hapo shule. Tunasoma na yeye.
What? Na mbona huku msema?
Ni vile mimi ni last boarder kwa klasi yetu. Sijui kupigana.
Uliambia mom kuhusu huyo kijana?
He had to lie, considering the fact that my father was only with us for less than half a day. He couldn't risk telling him things only to be left in the wrath of my mom. I kept quiet as well. After all, there was no help for our situation. Silence was the only answer.
Sawa, pole lakini mmekula?
Nataka mayai daddy.
Sawa, na wewe Tom unataka nini?
Hakuna.
Hata pizza?
Yay!
Sawa, endeni mkavae viatu twende.
Alafu daddy sijuangi kuswim.
Sawa, tutaona hiyo story leo.
My dad's guilt was killing him as well. He knew his absence had a negative impact on us, the kids mostly. But he covered it up so well whenever he was around us. However, at least we got to be happy for a couple of hours. My mom, on the other hand, was not. She was dying inside and absolutely no one could help her. The colder she became, the more broken she was inside.